I'm Liz Ryan for WNZF News. In this series, we're bringing you Palm Coast's Town Center Insights, the real story. Today, we're exploring how Town Center has impacted Flagler County's tax base. But first, let's dive into the Southern Recreation Center, an essential part of the community. In 1998, ITT deeded the land to Flagler County. By 2001, it was transferred to Palm Coast, and now the Southern Recreation Center features 10 tennis courts, 12 pickleball courts, and more. This key amenity adds value to the future growth of Town Center. Jay Gardner is the Flagler County property appraiser, the man responsible for assessing the value of properties throughout the county. He's been closely involved with the development of Town Center, watching it evolve into a major economic driver. Town Center has brought in a lot of revenue for Flagler County since it began about 20 years ago. Can you tell us about its early days? What was here? What kind of tax revenue we were seeing back then?
Pretty much prior to them pushing in the roads, it was timberland, probably all owned by ITT. So not generating a lot of money.
But it still brought in some tax revenue.
Very, very minimal. And then once they took away the ag class, they stopped raising trees and started raising roads and such. The taxes started going up.
About how much tax revenue was it bringing in about 20 years ago?
I think about $125,000 probably the first year. Not a lot. I mean, by today's standards, maybe.
So would you say that Town Center, from a tax standpoint, is a boon for Flagler County and Palm Coast?
Absolutely. You're talking about a county changing development. If the economy hadn't slowed after the mid 2000s, we'd be seeing it today. It's picking up again. There's a lot of things that people don't realize. The public shopping center, the Target shopping center, a lot of the medical office buildings, and even my wife's favorite Panera Bread are all part of Town Center. The Hilton Hotel is part of Town Center. People don't realize that's all part of this community that was helping us out tax-wise.
And how much tax revenue do you think could be? I mean, what's possible in the future? Can you make a projection about the possibilities of the millions of dollars that Town Center could bring to Flagler County?
Well, a projection is kind of something I don't get out on too much, but it is going to definitely be dramatically more money. I mean, it won't take too long for it to double in what it's generating pretty rapidly, I believe, with the things that are in the pipeline.
And where do those millions of dollars of tax money go as they're spread out throughout Flagler County?
All of the taxing authorities countywide. You have the city of Palm Coast for a city, you have the county, and you have the schools, or the biggest beneficiaries of Town Center.
Mm-hmm. So it goes to police, parks and recreation, schools, all the things that benefit all the residents of Palm Coast and Flagler County.
Yeah, like the property appraiser's office, for example. Yes.
So Town Center is, in a tax perspective, a boon to Palm Coast.
Absolutely. Anytime you have the non-residential development, it's offsetting the residential population, which doesn't carry its own weight. It demands all the services. If you have an office building or any of that kind of stuff, it is definitely money that's going into the system that's not generating the requirement for services as much.
As property appraiser, you've got your work cut out for you.
It's not so bad.
Stay with us as we explore Town Center, the real story. For more on Town Center, the real story, go to flaglerbroadcasting.com.